All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second Women's A semifinal of the 2026 North American Championships. Tonight's face-off in the white to my right is the Girls Just Want to Have Fun out of the Mid-Atlantic USA. And to my left is the Canadian Salty Crabs. A lot of girls coming down out of Nova Scotia for this team. Coaches for the Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Jake Denny, and for the Salty Crabs, the Hale Twins. That ball's one back by Girls Just Want to Have Fun. They bring it down in their corner. Outlet pass up the middle there. Ball comes back down on the goaltender. She tries to put it out behind the net. That's to number 6, Lauren Gifford. Gifford comes up with the ball. She gets to the blue line. You see Simpson down the right side. She tries to get it to her. Simpson's in the corner. She's got Rush and Allie Stones with her on her line. Ball comes up top here. Shannon Hauser keeps that in. Canadian Crabs spit off. There's a steal by Stone. Gets over to Rush. Rush tries to get through, but that ball gets picked up by the Crabs. Back at the Hauser. Hauser sees it. Nice pass to Martinez. Back to Simpson. Simpson back to Martinez. They score! What a beautiful setup. Erica Simpson sees Martinez coming off the bench, gives it to her. They play a little back and forth with it. Martinez tucks it in the net. You see this play as Martinez goes to Simpson. Simpson one-times it back to Martinez. She just puts it in the open net as the goaltender bit that move there. Beautiful pass back by Simpson. Martinez centering Gina Driscoll and Britt King. Canadian Crabs win that back. They shoot it down for an icing. Those Crabs, number 93, Richards, to put that icing down. The Crabs have one American player with them that we know of, number 18, Tori Bratton, out of West Deptford fame. Tori Bratton, at 3 years old, was playing in the 4, 5, and 6-year-old Chipmunk League and was the leading scorer that season. Now living down in Texas, playing in the Texas NBHL. Girls Just Want to Have Fun, win that ball back to Kearns. Kearns puts it over to her partner. Shot, but that's blocked by Bratton. Bratton comes in. They call her toe drag Bratton. Maybe we can see one. Shot blocked by Girls Just Want to Have Fun. They chip it up the far side. Britt King goes for it. Britt King chases that ball back in the corner. The Crabs come out with it to the far side. They swing it up to the far boards. They chip it up. That's knocked down by Girls Want to Have Fun. Centering pass over to number 15, Gina Driscoll. They missed that. Crabs break out with it. 13, Davidson. She gets stolen, but there's another turnover. Bratton picks the ball up for the Crabs. Spins off her coverage. Tries to come through. That ball gets knocked down. Up the middle, turnover again. Hoops picks it up, but she loses it off to the Crabs. Crabs have it down in her corner. Back out front to Driscoll. Driscoll picks off that pass, goes up the far side. That's the number 25, Anna Daniels. She chips it in. Crabs take that, and they come back up their side. They try to get over the red line. Chip it deep. Pass number 11, Jenna D'Onofrio into the corner. Crabs try to center. That gets steered to the far corner. Jessica Gilmore picks it up. Swings it back up her side to 25, Anna Daniel. That gets turned over. Hoops knocks that down. Ball comes out. Canadian Crabs trying to play with it. Vortex knocks that away. Ball comes down on the goaltender. She's just going to hold it. Vortex makes a little bit of contact with the Canadian player there. Says, hi, how are you? Welcome to my country. Ryan Wilson of NBHL, refereeing fame, steps in to drop this ball as the Golden Girls sent out Rush, Simpson, and Allie Stone. Stone steps in, wins this ball over to Rush. Rush takes it, shot, just wide. Simpson picks it back up to Rush. Rush has it in the corner looking. Short side, that's deflected. Ball's in the corner, Stone goes after that. She gets it back to Erica Simpson. Simpson steps out, they give him room. Simpson's going to come, tries to center to Stone. That gets knocked down. Ball comes back on top. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Number 6, Lauren Gifford keeps it. Simpson takes it back out of the zone, though, over to Hauser. Hauser knocks it down. That's a hand. Hauser chips it through. Rush goes after that ball on top of Richards from the Crabs. Richards goes across to her partner, number 71, Veronica Larin. They go play a little catch with it. Rush is all over them. They try to get through. That ball's there. Thompson gets it. Gifford picks up a little bit of speed. She's going to take it over for girls just want to have fun. She's got a breakout pass. She tries to come to Rush. That ball gets deflected. Somehow gets back to Rush. Rush comes in the zone. She dumps, goes for a change. Martinez chases out for it. She's missing that ball. Tries to set it for King. Just misses her. I think the Crabs read that pass. Cross ring pass there. Gets deflected by the U.S. player. That ball comes back up. This is missing. Britt King with it. Canadian Crabs swing it back to the other side. Come up there near boards. Martinez tries to get it. She misses it. Deflected, no icing. Number 5, Maya Kearns, picks it up. Swings up her near side here. Makes a little quick move around the Canadian player. Takes it herself. Over the red line, over the blue line. Gets poke check. That's up to Martinez. Martinez shoots it. Looks for a stop. Looks for a deflection. Rebound. 2 blocks there by the Canadians. Great play. We're going to have an icing here. Canadians made 2 blocks from the high slot there. You can see here on this replay, as that shot comes through, the defender goes down, makes the first block, and then gets the second block. Looks like it might have been the same defender both times. Smart play by her to not let that ball through. Step in, girls just want to have fun with it. Back up to the point. To D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio puts it over to Dvorak. Dvorak shot. That gets knocked down. Back up top, shot. That gets knocked down again. Canadians are blocking everything. To Dvorak. That gets blocked again wide. Ball's here in the corner. The Crabs swinging around the other side. Hoops. Keeps that ball in. Pinned on the other side. Crabs have 2-on-1 over there. They come up the side. Hits the referee. Ball still in the zone. They try to swing it around the other side there with Kelly Wagner. She was a little too deep for that pass. Gets knocked down by D'Onofrio to Wagner. They got a 3-on-2 if they want it. Over to Dvorak. Dvorak steps in the zone. Great play by the back-checking Canadian to come in and knock that ball off of her. Here we go. The Crabs step through 1-on-1. Tries to make a route through D'Onofrio. Spins in the back door. Nice setup by the defender. Rebound. Another big block by the girls. Just want to have fun there. Great play by the Canadians for that setup. The U.S. player gets them, and we have an icing. Canadian Crabs came in with a nice move as she drew that player out to the right. Spun around on the backhand. You can see here as she makes that move, spins around, hits the girl over the back door. The U.S. or the girls just want to have fun player sees that ball. That was Jessica Gilmore. She cut that pass off. That would have been a nice slam dunk goal there. Good defensive play. Ball's dropped. Crabs with it. They chip it down behind the net. Ball rolls to the far side to Bratton. She's got Gilmore on top of her. Gilmore's back chasing the Crab in the corner. The Crab spins off. Hard to see those numbers on these jerseys, black with the dark red. Ball comes through. Here comes Jenna D'Onofrio up the far side. She chips it through a little bit of speed, goes in after herself. She gets to that ball first. She's got it pinned. Tries to center it. Nobody home. Rush was just coming. Simpson spins it around D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio gets that ball. She puts it in the corner. Rush goes after it. Rush gets buried from behind. Let's hope she's okay. Ah, she's up. Referees had the penalty. Hopefully she's okay. You see as Rush goes in here, Canadian player gets right on her back in the numbers and drives her into the boards. It'll be an interesting call to see. Looks like it's just a minor. Referees didn't think it was anything intentional or a boarding call. All right, so Martinez, Simpson, Dvorak, Kearns, and Gifford out for girls just want to have fun. Canadians win that ball. They try to swing it around the other side. The U.S. picks it up. Simpson has it, gives it back to Martinez. Martinez comes down the left side. Shot on net, just misses the close corner there. Canadian goalie steers that in the corner. Gifford comes in for the U.S. She loses her stick. Ball comes back on top to Simpson. Simpson going to slow it down. She's looking. Simpson with her flashy shoes that matches her uniform colors. Shot. That gets hit low. Hits Dvorak. Loose in front. Almost. Gets behind the Canadian goaltender there somehow. They steered it away. Simpson keeps it, brings it back over to Martinez. Martinez to the far side over to Gifford. Gifford goes back up top to Simpson, but Simpson was a little bit too far out of her way. Goaltender comes out to help. Simpson picks it up, swings it up the far side to Martinez. She stepped over the line before that ball. I was offsides. She doesn't agree with the official. We got a replay here. You can see as this ball gets behind the goaltender somehow, misses her glove, lands in the crease. Nobody there for girls just want to have fun to knock that in. Very dangerous rebound there for the Canadians. Luckily, nobody was there for them. 54 seconds to go in the first here. Defensive zone draw. Girls just want to have fun, winning 1-0 on the power play. Crabs win that ball back. They keep it. They come down. Step short side. Nope. Nothing. We got a breakout. Martinez gets over the line. Gains the blue line. Looks in the middle for Kearns. Just misses her. Kavortek comes in. Tries to defend. Canadians make a breakout pass. They got one-on-one on Simpson. She tries to toe drag. Loses it. Gifford picks it up. Gifford makes a move. Gets that ball in the zone. Canadians chip it by. Simpson keeps it in. Simpson shot. Puts that just wide. I think that might have been a flat pass over to Gifford. Gifford gives it behind the net. We're even here. Ball comes through the other side to Kavortek. She's got a little bit of pressure. Rolls out, shot, looks for the back door. Nobody home. Ball comes over to the other side. Canadians pick it up. Girls just want to have fun, keep it in. Shoot. As time expired, sorry, I didn't know the time there. I would have let you know. End of the second. End of the first. 1-0. Girls just want to have fun. We will pause for radio station identification. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking for high-quality custom uniforms, check out 2 and 10 Custom Apparel, specialists in premium sublimated jerseys and team gear built for performance and durability. From concept to game day, 2 and 10 delivers bold designs and pro-level quality your team can be proud to wear. 2 and 10 Custom Apparel, gear up the right way. At the start of the second period here, 1-0. Girls just want to have fun. In the white jerseys to my left, Canadian Crabs in the black to my right. Ryan Wilson steps in here to drop this ball. Is waiting for the bench doors to get closed. And the goalie to get down for Canadian Crabs. Girls just want to have fun. They're going to send out number 13, Allie Stone, with Simpson and Rush. Lemelin line is out for the Crabs with Cherry. Ball goes to the far side. Rush fights through for that. Rather see her back out there. She trips it through. Ball gets back on her stick. Crabs pick that up. They chip it out. Donofrio has it. She takes it back down in her own corner. Swings it back. Nope. Fakes out even myself. Takes it behind the net. Brings it over to the near side to Simpson. Simpson has it. She's going to take it back behind the net. Tries to chip through. Gets knocked down by a Canadian. Ball gets pinned up in the corners. Referee's telling him to move it. Simpson's okay to take off as much time as she can down there. Ball's loose. Girls just want to have fun, come out with it. Back to Simpson behind the net. She tries to come up the board, spins off into the middle. Sees Rush, hits her on the backhand pass. Rush is over the line. Rush tries to get through. Puts up Donofrio. Donofrio tries to get in. Great defensive play by the Crabs here to knock that off Donofrio's stick. I don't know how Abby Rush saw her for that pass, but she got her right on her tape there. Donofrio steals it in the offensive zone. And she's on her backhand. She tries to get it out. Goes behind the net, gives it off to Rush. Rush has it in the corner. She's looking, shot on net. That gets deflected wide. Donofrio's in there. The Crabs steer it around to the far corner. I'm sorry, the near corner. Ball comes in. Britt King's in there trying to keep it. Jessica Gilmore keeps that down. She chases in the corner. Takes it back behind the net. Tries to center. Crabs pick that off. Britt King comes in for it. That ball gets out up top to Hauser. Hauser puts it on the backhand down low. That gets picked up by the Crabs. Sarah Slavinsky, the other USA player, she puts it in deep for an icing. No change there for the Canadian and American Crabs. You see as this Canadian Crab comes in here and gets a nice stick check to not let the Girls Just Want to Have Fun player get that shot off in that partial breakaway. Canadian goaltender looked like she was in the right position the whole way, but it was a great back check by the Canadian Crabs player. Martinez steps in for this draw. She tries to win forward. That gets on the stick. Back up to the point, but Crabs pick that up. That's Slavinsky. She gets center pass up front. Crabs try to get through. Martinez reads that, tries to break out, but they steal the ball from her. Ball comes back down to Gifford as the Crabs change. Bratton's line comes on. Ball's back up here. Turnover by Martinez to get to the point. Canadians have it. Shot steered away by Shelby Gennard. Ball's into the corner. Martinez is on top of that. She gets it back behind her own net to Hauser. Hauser comes back to Martinez. Martinez has a girl all over. They're fighting for it. Martinez loses her stick. She's got the ball pinned. Referee's going to blow that dead. Smart play by Martinez there to keep that ball pinned against the board after she lost her stick. Girls Just Want to Have Fun are going to get a change. Kelly Wagner's line to Vortek. Maya Kearns. Anna Daniels. And number 18, Hannah Seymour. Wagner steps in, wins that back to Kearns. Nice side note, Wagner was Maya Kearns' coach on the U20 team. Now they're playing together. Wagner gets that ball out to Kearns. Kearns tries to come through with it. Ball gets shipped in the corner. Crabs pick it up. Crabs come with the near boards. Kearns got her covered. Shot out front. Steered just wide by Hannah Seymour. She goes in the corner with it with Tori Bratton. Seymour kicks it in the back. Wagner's got that covered. Ball comes out. Oh, Bratton made a beautiful play, but Crabs player couldn't keep that on her stick. They have it on the far side. Knocked down. Blocked by number 5, Maya Kearns. Ball's loose again in the corner. Tori Bratton for the Crabs picks it up. She's got open up on the point. They get all the way through. Richards. Shot. That's just wide into the glove, though, of Shelby Gennard. She just wants to hold that as that wide side had 2 players there not looking for a deflection. 6:58 to go in the second period here. Still 1-0. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Canadian Crabs win that ball on the near side. Back to the point. Shot. Right on Gennard. She's going to cover that up. Another save there. Clean win off to the wing. One-touch pass for a point shot from Richards. Do a quick shout out to Liz Kelly at Bryn Mawr Pediatric fame. Bryn Mawr Pediatrics is here. In case any of these young kids get hurt in the game, she'll take care of them. Canadian Crabs win the draw back, but Gilmore picks it up for Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Ball's up top. Rush gets that through. Comes over to Simpson. Simpson's chasing that down. She's got Richards on top of. Richard chips it through, but Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Keep it in. They steer it to the corner. Rush is there with someone. She's trying to get that ball. Big Abby Rush is trying to get in there and throw her body around. Crabs have that ball. They pick it up. They put it out front. Nobody's there. Dangerous pass. That's almost kept in by the U.S. Stick check there by the Crabs. Lets that ball go through. Jenna Donofrio goes back for it for Girls Just Want to Have Fun. She swings it around to Gilmore. Gilmore has it. She goes back to Donofrio. She's got covered. She chips around her. Nice play. Donofrio goes. Rush fills her spot. Donofrio brings it up. She gets over the red line. Puts it into Simpson. Simpson gets it in the zone. She tries to skate through. She gets loose. She's got somebody in the back door. Simpson shot. Big save. Oh! Rebound almost there to Allie Stone. She just missed that. Erica Simpson with a brilliant play to get through and get loose and get that shot off. Crabs come through and they just shoot that ball right in the breadbasket of Gennard. She's just going to hold that. You can see on this replay here, as that ball comes through in that rebound, just misses Stone. It would have been a tap in for the second goal of the game, just out of her reach there. Beautiful setup by Simpson to get that ball in on the net. Martinez wins this ball back with the defensive draw to Gifford. Gifford takes it around behind the net. She swings it around to Hauser. Hauser lets it go to number 15, Gina Driscoll. Canadians pick that up back in the corner. The Crabs have it. They stay back behind the net. They're looking for something. She's got Hauser all over her. Hauser swings it back to Gifford. Gifford gets pinned behind the net. Gifford fights through that ball. Gifford, recent gold medal winning Masters Championship. She had the gold medal winning goal against Team Canada. Martinez picks that ball up, swings it out to the far side to King. King has it, gets the line, gets past her defender. She's got coverage there. Two defenders sliding to block her pass. She still has the ball, swings back behind the net. Open on the side, she swings around the circle. Let's look at her shot. Deflected away by the Canadians. Crabs chip that ball up. They get it over the red line. They dump it in deep. Hauser goes back for it. Hauser puts it up to Driscoll. Driscoll puts it up in the middle to Martinez. Martinez comes over to King. King's over the blue line. Martinez is going for a change. King's going to dump it deep, go for a change herself. Crabs taking a little time behind the net to set it up. 4:35 to go here in the second period. Crabs, errant pass across the middle. Defender has to get it through. Luckily, she got that one through, but that gets back to Hannah Seymour as she takes it back behind the net. She loses out front. Turnover shot. Just missed the net by the Canadian Crabs. Tough turnover there by Seymour. Thank God that went wide. Tori Bratton comes off the boards there. She gets it up to the point. 71 from the Crabs. Shot right on net. Gennard sees that the whole way. Puts a glove on it. 4:12 to go here in the second. Still 1-0. Girls just want to have fun. Shout out to our sponsor, Napper. Napper USA. If you're looking for great ball hockey gear, check out napperusa.com. Girls just want to have fun, win this. Kavortek comes out with it. She gets picked at the line, gets it out of the zone, out of danger. They're still on top of her. Richards gives them a little bump. Kavortek picks up that pass. She gets it over to Anna Daniels. Anna Daniels shot. Saved by the Canadians. That rebound would have came right out to Emily Kavortek there. Anna Daniels getting that shot on net. Smart play. Kelly Wagner's going to step in here for this draw. Wagner wins clear to Kavortek. Kavortek lets it through. Back up to Maya Kearns. Maya Kearns over to Hannah. Hannah shoots just wide, looking for that deflection up front. Daniels comes in. She gets it back from. Girls just want to have fun. They shot behind the net. Kavortek comes in, uses their body. She squares off, tries to shoot. Score! Kavortek steps out, shot. That might have been deflected. She beats the goaltender short side high for the second goal. 2-0. Girls just want to have fun. 3:37 to go in the second. We got a replay for you here as she comes through there. As she takes that shot, that Canadian player might have got her stick on there for that deflection, puts it short side high. If she got that straight off, that's a beautiful, beautiful decision there by Kavortek to get that shot on net. We got an angle here on the inside as she comes out. Man, that ball just rifles. I think that might have been deflected, but hey, take every shot you can get. Crabs dump it back in deep. D'Onofrio picks it up. She swings back behind her net. She comes up the north side, sees Simpson. Simpson takes it back in, away from the Canadian defender. She's back behind the net. Gives it over to Rush. Rush has the ball. Americans are playing all over the place. She swings it back up to Simpson. What a pass. Simpson and D'Onofrio go. Simpson tries to go through the legs. Just Canadian defender just got a piece of that, took it away from her. They swing it back in her D zone. Up the far side with a swing pass. Into the middle. Nice pass by the Crabs. That comes off their stick. Allie Stone picks it up, takes it behind the net. Gets to D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio chips by a defender. Gets it up to Simpson. Simpson has it. They're battling on the boards. 4 players in. Referee's telling the play. Ball comes loose. Canadian player shoots wide. Goes out the backside there. Gilmore comes in. She makes a nice collision with the Canadian player. 50-50 ball there. They go down. Gilmore's going up the boards here. She back to herself. She gets over the blue line. Chips. Tries to hit Simpson. Simpson goes for a change. Canadian Crabs goaltender holds it for Richards. Richards has it. Swings up the near side of Lorin. She lets it go. Nice pass up to number 13, Davidson. Davidson spins off her coverage. Looks for pass in the center point there. Crabs. She goes over to the far side. She knocks it down. Good call by the referee there. I think that she... looks like he might have called that a change of direction. As she caught that ball, she spun her body, dropped the ball. Not a penalty, just a change of direction and outside the zone. Excellent call by Ruben Cuevas. You can see her as she grabs that, she tries to spin off with it in her hand. Again, no penalty there, just a stoppage of play. Crabs win it back. They lose that pass. Britt King comes in. Richard chips it up herself. Crabs have it back. Richards has it again on her stick. She spins away from King. One touch passing right in the middle to Cherry. Cherry tries to shoot. That's blocked. Girls just want to have fun. Pick it up. They chip it to King. King gets it back. Richards has it. Richards shoots it all the way down for the Crabs for an icing. Great note about Britt King. If anybody gets a chance to see one of the Masters USA gold medal winning players, ask them to see their ring. Check out the silhouette of the game celebration on the side. That is Britt King when she scored a very big goal for the team. They got that picture and used that as a celebration model on their rings. Great moment for her. Kelly Wagner steps in for this offensive draw here. Canadian Crabs win that back to Richards. Richards swings it around the other side. Kavortek goes for that. She makes contact, steals that ball, steps outside. She's in the circle, shot. Went for that short side again, just missed it. She loves that side. Kavortek will throw her body around if you let her. Ball's in the corner. Kelly Wagner goes to get it. Wagner picks up, puts it back around behind for Anna Daniels. Daniels misses that. Canadians get that. That comes out to number 24 from the Crabs. That comes back up to Kavortek. Kavortek flubs that shot. She gets it over there. That gets the Girls just want to have fun. Number 8, Kelly Wagner, comes off her stick. Richards has it in the corner. Daniels is on top of her. They're pinned. Canadian Crab shoves her off, knocks her stick out of her hand. Ball comes up to Slovinsky. Slovinsky tries to keep it through. Anna Seymour kept it in. Comes to Daniels. Daniels tries to put it over to Wagner. She had a shot there, but she looked for that pass. Ball's back in the corner. The Crabs chip it up. They get it over the blue line. They dump it out. They're going to get their change. Looks like we might have a penalty call here. I don't know if we had an icing or a penalty call here. No. Looks like we got a trip on Girls Just Want to Have Fun. On number 88, Kavortek. She made that body play and got her stick on her feet, took her down. Number 88, Emily Kavortek. King, Kearns, number 13, Allie Stone, and Lauren Gifford out for the kill here for Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Canadians win that back to the point. The Richard shot. That's deflected wide. Bratton tries to put that short side. She picks it up in the corner. Swings it back out to 71, Lemelin. Crabs have it. Swings it back down to Tori Bratton. I'm sorry, it's 71, Lorin. She's get it back. Tries to put it across the middle. That gets knocked down. Girls want to have fun. Shoot all the way down. 20 seconds to go in the second here. 1:05 on the power play. Richard swings it up to Lorin. Lorin puts it through. Gets it in the zone. That ball is now out of play. I'm sorry. Canadian Crabs pick it up over to Richards. Richards puts it up the near side to Bratton. Bratton gets in, shot. Ball steered wide. 2 seconds, 1 second. That's the end of the period. We'll be back for the third period with the Canadian Crabs with 47 seconds left on their power play. 2-0. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the third period here. 2-0. Girls Just Want to Have Fun over the A-holes right now. Canadian Crabs on a 47 seconds left on the power play. We're going to a quick thank to our sponsor, Napper USA. Step on the rink with confidence choosing Napper USA, the premier ball hockey equipment supplier in the United States and proud sponsor of cool hockey events. Elevate your game with gear designed for champions. If your team is looking for any custom hockey balls with your team logo on there, check out CustomBallsAndPucks.com, a new venture by the Napper USA and 2 and 10 people. Custom hockey balls, custom golf balls, custom lacrosse balls, anything you need, they can do it for you. CustomBallsAndPucks.com. Zambon steps in here. Crabs send out Bratton's line for the rest of their power play. Allie Stone steps in for the draw for Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Britt King on her right. Ball's dropped. Stone wins that forward. Britt King chases it down. Aggressive penalty kill here for Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Canadians swing the ball the other side. That gets turned over. That ball gets on the King's stick. She just chips it in the corner. She's going to take some more time. 30 seconds left in the power play. Bratton picks it up for the Crabs. They swing it over to the other side. Crabs chip that ball deep. Pass into the middle here. Loose shot into the glove. Saved by Shelby. Nobody in front of her. Didn't make that any hard. Kelly Wagner comes out for USA. She's going to take the draw. Stone comes to the other side. Lets that go for her. Ball gets deep. Wagner wins in the corner. Kearns tries to go off the board. Crabs try to keep it in. That gets out over center. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Crabs just looking for a little outlet pass here. Bring it up the far side. Chip it in deep. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Power play's over. They're even. Kavortek comes out of the box right on the floor. Gifford tries to put it up. That gets intercepted by Canadian Crabs. Stone pins her across the board to the blue line. They're trying to fight through. Stone doesn't let that ball through. The Crabs get it, come out with it. Kavortek comes in to help. Crabs swinging around the other side to the point. Shot. That goes wide. Lauren Gifford picks that up for the Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Crabs on top of her. Tori Bratton, she steals it. Bratton has that ball. Dishes it off. Crabs try to put that ball wide. Gets it right over on a player's stick. She tries to get to the point. She loses it. Kearns is on top of her. Kearns takes her in the corner, pins her up. 8:35 to go in the second. Kearns chips it around the corner to Kelly Wagner. Wagner picks that ball up. She puts it up the board to Vortex. Canadian Crab player comes in to make a little contact shot. So that took Kennard off. I had to steer that one aside pretty quickly there. She wasn't ready for it. Kearns picks that ball up behind the net, lets the player chase her out. Brings her up this side to Kavortek. Kavortek gets over the red line. They give her the blue line. She's going to take it. Pulls up, makes the move, gets around her player, comes down the near boards, spins off, looks up top. Comes up time to Hannah Seymour. Hannah Seymour shot. That's deflected wide. That's Martinez in the corner with that. She gets buried in the corner. No call by the referees. A little hip push make. Referee saying get up, no play. Canadians bringing around the other side. Simpson comes in, she steals that ball. She gets to Martinez. Martinez shot. Oh, she puts it over to Rush. Rush just misses that. Rush picks it up in the corner. She goes back out to Erica Simpson behind the net. Erica Simpson tails looking for it. She tries to pick it up. Spins off. I think she was going to try for a Michigan there. Comes outside the Rush. Rush has pressure on her. She takes it in the corner. Rush comes back around, chips it to herself, gets back out to the far corner. She's looking for Martinez in the middle. Martinez misses the one-timer. Hannah Seymour tries to keep it in. They push it out. Gilmore picks it up. Chips it back over to Seymour. 7:10 to go here in the second, or in the third. Into Simpson. Simpson gets the line. She puts it over right to Martinez. Stick. Martinez didn't even know it was coming. Rush puts that deep, goes for a change herself. Kelly Wagner comes back out with Kavortek. Canadian Crabs bring it up the far side. Get up to the blue line. Dump it in, no ice. They're going for a change, one pressure. Ball goes in the back to Shannon Hauser, up to Kavortek. Kavortek makes a move. Beats her player, 3-on-2. Gets over the line, makes another move again, 2-on-1. Over to Simpson. Oh, just a little bit past her. Simpson spins off her coverage, dishes the ball back to Wagner, back to Simpson. Simpson wasn't there. D'Onofrio gets it, keeps it in the zone. That ball's back in the far corner. Simpson reads that, lets it through up to the point to Shannon Hauser. Hauser back to Simpson. Simpson sees Kavortek. Kavortek shot. Steered aside by the goaltender. Loose ball on the side. Wagner tries to tuck that in. Goalie gets her cover on it. It was a good save there by the Canadian goaltender. She steered that shot from Kavortek aside. As you see as this ball comes through here, Kelly Wagner tries to just stuff it short side there. Canadian goaltender gets her hand on it. Ball comes in loose here. Kelly Wagner tries to shoot. Canadian Crabs pick it up in the back. Wait. Yo, he's allowed to play. Because their B player went in net. He's allowed to play. Logan! Good. Sorry about that, folks. We're back. Canadians come through here. Try to chip it out. Wagner keeps, I'm sorry, Dvorak keeps that in. Tries to dish it off down low. Driscoll gets right on the Canadian player. They got that save. He's allowed to play because the other B player went in net. Right? So he was a B crossover issue. The other B player went in net, causing no longer a crossover issue. Yeah, he's fine. Like, that's all approved. The issue that the question was, if it was a crossover issue. They had 5, one crossover went in net, no longer a crossover. Sorry, folks. Here we are. We're back. Had a little bit of technical difficulty there. Girls just want to have fun chipping in the corner. Martinez goes after it. Martinez comes back through. They get the ball on the near side. Ball gets chipped out by the Canadians. That's going to be a nice thing by Bratton. On net, though. Gennard covers that up as she had a Crab player on top of her. Crabs number 30, Paris, steps in for this draw against Martinez. Martinez wins that draw, but she spins it back out the top when nobody's at. Shot steered aside by Gennard. 5:08 to go here in the third. Canadian Crabs come through with it. She gets her stick. She's trying to shot. Steered aside by Martinez. Gennard grabs that and just going to make that stop. Offensive zone draw here for the Crabs, number 30. Rachel Paris is going to step in against number 13, Allie Stone. Stone wins it back. Crabs get it. Bratton breaks through, gets a shot on net, just a little wide. Ball gets back in the corner to Bratton. She chips it up, gets it back herself. On her back end goes in the corner. Shot. That's put wide. Simpson comes down to get that, protects the ball into the corner. She chips it back up to Allie Stone. Allie Stone puts it through. That's the Abby Rush. They got it 3-on-2 if they hurry. Nope, now it's a 2-on-3. Good back check by the Crabs. Richard keeps that off. She gets it up to Bratton. Bratton gains the line. Makes a little dipsy-do move. Takes it back out of the zone. Gets set. Tries to make a pass. That gets picked off over to Simpson. Simpson shot blocked by the Crabs. Nice block by the Canadian Crabs there. Gifford comes in, tries to keep that ball. The Crab makes a move on her. Gets it out deep. Shannon Hauser picks it up behind the net. Brings that ball around to Rush. Rush takes it down herself. Puts it back up the boards to Hauser. Hauser tips it through. Crabs pick that up. But Simpson tries to break through here. They're fighting along the boards for it. Two players tied up. Hands are free. They're moving it. They're moving it. Ball's loose. Ball comes out to the Crabs. Rush tries to break it. Crabs break through. What a nice play by the Canadian Crabs. Use their feet to get that ball out in front of her. Gets down on the goaltender. They get a stoppage. 3:48 to go here in the third. 2-0. Girls just want to have fun. So far, the Canadian Crabs have not been able to solve. The girls just want to have fun. Goaltender Shelby Gennard. Crabs number 22, Gauthier, steps in here for this draw against Wagner. Wagner wins it off. Gauthier picks it back up, though. Gets a shot, steered wide. Nafio gets it for girls who want to have fun. Swings it around to Dvorak. She tries to spin. She's poked ball in the corner. Crabs pick that back up, try to simmer. That's knocked down by Gilmore. Crabs pick it up to a backhand on the backside. Nice shot. Oh, steered wide. I think there was a foot on it. Crabs have it, make a nice play behind, but Nafio knocks it off. Nafio throws that ball up the boards, and Driscoll breaks it. She gets it on the line. Shot. Saved by the Canadian Crabs goaltender. Sorry, everybody, I'm getting myself a little tongue-tied here. Crabs pick it back up on the far side. Bring it over to the near side swing. Looking for a pass up the boards here. They get it through. It's in the zone. Zanafio goes back for girls just want to have fun. Swings it back behind the net. 3 minutes to go in the third. She swings up to Driscoll on her side. Driscoll chips it out. Goes for a change. Everything deep. Canadian Crabs come back for it. Richards, 93, picks it up. I'm sorry, there's a pass to Richards. She gets it up the boards. They get 3-on-2 here for the Crabs, so they hurry. Britt King for the back check comes through. Bratton picks that up. She gets it up to the point to Richards. Richards to the far boards. Shot. That's on the goaltender. Save. No screen out front. Kennard saw that, put it right into her glove. .234 to go here in the third. Crabs send out number 30, Rachel Paris. She wins the draw. But girls just want to have fun. Hannah Seymour chips it through. Watch all the way down, no icing. Britt King with their motors chasing everything. Cross pass the rink there up the far side. Crabs 13 chips in. We got a player breaking. Maya Kearns with a long reach. Gets that ball out of harm's reach. She tries to get out, but hits the ceiling. We'll have a deep draw. No change for girls just want to have fun. Crabs have pulled their goaltender to go with 6 attackers. 2:15 to go, down 2. Makes sense to me. Lose by 2, lose by 3, doesn't matter. You got to try here. Bratton steps in for the draw. Martinez wins that pass her in the corner. Kearns spins off of Bratton. Brings around her side. Up the boards here to 15. Gina Driscoll. Driscoll gets that low shot. Out front, loose. What a save by Kennard there. Kearns picks it up. She chips it through. Knocks the ball down with a high stick. And we're going to have another deep draw here for the Crabs. 1:54 left in the third. Still 2-0. And we have a timeout by the Salty Crabs. We're going to give ourselves a minute here. All right, folks, and we're back. 1:54 remaining in the third period here. The Canadian Crabs have their goalie pulled with 6 attackers. Girls just want to have fun. Send out Hannah Seymour, Maya Kearns, Abby Rush, Erica Simpson-Taylor, and Allie Stone. Crabs Bratton steps in. Left side draw here. She wins it off. That's a nice poke check by Simpson to keep that shot from happening. Crabs pick it up and walk in, though. They shot. That was deflected wide. They had the ball in the far corner. They're looking. Ball comes back behind the net. Tries to get it out front, right on Erica Taylor Simpson's stick. She gets over the line. Goes for the open net, misses it. No icing. Crabs here got to come back full length of the rink, try to get a shot off. Nice pass to Bratton. Bratton gets it in deep. Nobody really chases, though. Maya Kearns is going to pick it up. The girls are going to have fun. She's got a crab on top of her. She tries to pin. Leans on it. Try to take some time off. That ball's loose. 6 players in there fighting for it. You can see the ball. It's moving. Ball's loose. Comes up to Kearns again. She gets pinched. They got 2 crabs on her. Allie Stone picks it up. She's got the ball loose. Kearns back in again to help. Crabs come out with it. Shot. That's out front of the net. Shot. Save. Rebound loose. Good defensive play by Kearns there to knock that stick out of her hand. Ball comes through, deflected down with a hand by Hannah Seymour over the Crabs. Shot blocked by Hannah Seymour. She knocks it in the corner. 45 seconds up top to Richards. Richards shot blocked by Simpson-Taylor. That ball gets through back to the Crabs stick. Shot blocked by Kearns. Crabs have this ball again. Rushed on top of her into the middle. High slot. Shot blocked by Kearns again. Over to the far side. Crabs shot. Just put that wide. 29 seconds ago, ball back behind the net here. Kearns got her marked. She's looking for a pass for a shot. Goes all the way up top. Shot. Just wide there. Crabs pick it up in the near corner. Force it out front. Backhand blocked by Kearns. I think they've had 4 or 5 blocks here in this play. Simpson gets the ball. She gets it over the red line. Not yet. It's still in. The Crabs keep it. Gilmore comes in. She helps. Shoots for the open net. Off the pipe, no goal, no icing in the game. That's it. girls just want to have fun are going to the finals against the 8 holes. We'll see you in a few minutes.
From the beginning of time, men and women have been friends, family. But yet,